in work today for y'all. A lot of work. So we're gonna talk about James Gunn and his plan. All right, he has a plan. So I'm going to play it for you guys. For those who doesn't know what's going on, James Gunn and Peter Zosla, whatever his name, Sanford, whatever his name is, they're co-directors or producers of DC. So give me a sec. I'm going to. So a lot of DC fans, I guess, are upset, but it is what it is. All right, so fair use act, fair use act.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well.
Fair use act, fair use act.
Into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love that resets the entire DC universe. And then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos.
So this is your first project. Fair use act, fair use act. Here it is. This is your first project. It's going to be Creature Commandos. Okay? Now. Oh, sorry about that. So Creature Commandos is basically your first project after the projects he just named. Now, let me see something. Now, Creature Commandos is basically a fictional DC comic team of military superhumans originally set in World War II. The original team was introduced in Weird War Tales number 93. It's going to be a series. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be decent. Let me see something. Now, so they're a fictional DC comic team of military superhumans originally set in World War II. They were introduced, like I was saying, in Weird War Tales number 93, which was in the 80s. So this is a very old comic created by J.M. DeMatteis and Pat Broderick. So the team was composed of a human team leader, a werewolf, a vampire, Frankenstein's monster, and Gorgon. So the modern team first appeared in their own mini series, Creature Commandos number 1 through 8, made to December 2000. This version was written by Tim Truman and Scott Eden. So it really wasn't really a long comic. They tried to bring it back in the New 52, I believe. So that it's all right. So now let's go back and listen to what James got to say some more.
Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action. The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker.
Now this one here,
story that's been created by.
Now this one I like. You got Waller, so you're basically gonna get to see Waller in action, understands what makes her tick. Now, from what I heard, they're trying to make Amanda Waller like one of the main villains. However, she's not going to be the villain like at the end of the whole thing. But they're trying to make her one of the villains, and she has, of course, her ways to get villains to do the job. Viola Davis to me played a great role in the first one and the second one of Suicide Squad, and I'm hearing they're gonna drop the extended version of the first one, the director's cut, to the first the first Suicide Squad. But this is basically how it looks like it's gonna look. Fair USAC. So that'll be an interesting story.
By Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle.
So here's the next one here, Superman Legacy. Now, this Superman they're basically saying they're trying to explore him through Metropolis, how he did as a reporter. And in this one, him and Jimmy Olsen will have a relationship. Now, if you remember, him and Jimmy Olsen were friends in the comic books and in the movies. They were buddies. For some reason, they don't work on that part of it. They just make him get with Lois Lane and that's it. There's no Jimmy Olsen, which is crazy to me. Him and Jimmy were buddies, you know? But this is the first look at what it's going to be, Superman Legacy.
Middle of it, I'm having a great time doing it, and Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025. Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns.
Woo! This is the one I wanted. What's up, Nick Jacobs? My boy Nick Jacobs. I got to do a StreamYard, man. I miss seeing you and talking to you. I just been busy, man. I've been making music, making content. I just been busy. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 8 people in here, 1 like. Hit the like button. Now, this is going to feature, this is what I was talking about. You're going to have Jon Stewart, which going to be our guy, and Hal Jordan. This is what I was trying to explain to everybody in LB. Hal Jordan has some good stories. How you just going to not include Hal Jordan? and just jump right to John Stewart. It's like, bro, you got to build that up. But since he was like, you know what, we're going to do the Lantern Corps, and we're going to have Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and John Stewart, and this is going to be a TV live action. Now, I hope they base a lot of their stuff off Earth. Everything does not pertain to Earth. In DC, a lot of these characters are from space, except Batman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. Those were based mainly on Earth, but Superman had a lot of his great his fights outside of Earth. And then, like Nick said, if they do All-Star Superman correctly, this gonna be great. But this is what I want to see, the Lanterns, because this is the intergalactic police. They police the universe. And we have not gotten a Green Lantern movie that could really make us feel like, man, we on point.
And Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of...
I'm not concerned about Batman. Damian Wayne is going to be awesome.
They discover a terrifying mystery.
Damian Wayne was my favorite one because he was darker.
Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion.
Now, this is the one I'm not too thrilled about.
We are now bringing...
Now, I'm not really big on this Authority crap. Nick gonna have to explain to me about the Authority. That's the one that I really was like, I don't know. That's the one I'm worried about. So it was published by DC and Wildstorm. It was created in '99 by Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch. Follows the adventures of the Authority, a superhero team mainly composed of Ellis created characters from Storm. I remember these guys. This is like the Eternals, ain't it? From Marvel. Nobody care about these guys like that. They only ran from 99 to like 2010, but they were on and off. They really never were consistent. Yeah, like they don't need no movie. This is like the Eternals. You don't need to do this movie. Yeah, we don't need no Authority. Like, yeah, that's the one I was pissed off about. Yeah, LB, don't nobody want to watch the Authority. Right, Authority. I remember them, but they weren't really big. They were powerful, like Nick said, but they weren't really all that. I gotta look into them too, Nick. I'm gonna look into it tomorrow. Well, what they're trying to do, LB, they're trying to get the Bat family going. They're trying to have Batman have his own little thing. Because if you look at it, Batman got a lot of comic books where you can incorporate the Bat family. That's what we really need, is the Bat family. If you introduce the Bat family and you do it the correct way, it's gonna kill. DC gonna do its thing. But this Authority crap is not what it is.
DCU, and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look.
Don't this sound like Eternals?
We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is a story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira.
Now, this is the one that I don't care for. Paradise Island. Like, we don't need no Paradise. You're already gonna, unless you're gonna introduce Wonder Woman in this, then I understand. But if you're not going to introduce Wonder Woman, why do we need Paradise Lost? Why do we need it? We don't need Paradise Lost. Well, the other Robins are going to have to exist, LB, because Dick Grayson by this time would be Nightwing. Okay, Paradise Island just confirmed that Gal Gadot will be retested as Wonder Woman. Okay, like if Wonder Woman's going to be in this, then I'm good. But if this ain't got Wonder Woman in it or anything, I don't want to see this shit. I want to see Wonder Woman fine ass. Her little slender ass. But you'll have to have the other Robins exist. Because at this time, if they introduce Damian Wayne, then Dick Grayson is Nightwing, and then you got Tim Drake as Red Hood, and then you got Batgirl. You got to have Barbara Gordon in there. Oh, man. So basically, it's going to show base before Wonder Woman was around. Okay, so he's recasting Wonder Woman. Okay. Okay, he's just confirming that. Oh, okay. Thanks, LB. I messed that all up. All right. But I don't want to see this. Why do we need a TV live action film on this? We don't need Paradise Lost. We just don't need, because it's going to confuse everybody. They're going to be like, this is an origin story to Wonder Woman. Well, Wonder Woman's not in it. We're basically watching pre-Wonder Woman. I don't want to see that. Who cares? What's up, Christian? I knew you was coming. Christian was like, I got to get here and talk my it. I knew Christian was for to come in here like, man, what's up, Nest World? Another thing I'm concerned about, the age gap between Superman and Batman. They were at least close to age, but now it's starting to look like they'll be a decade plus apart. Yeah, he said it's a repurpose of Wonder Woman and Paradise Lost. I thought was the movie, not a show. Yeah, like I don't want to see no show on this. Now, if the show is good, then I'll watch it. But it's like, all right. He said Nick's lost, so I'm happy. What up, T-Hub?
Which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's.
Now, this is going to be the Brave and the Bold film. This is what LB is concerned about because they skipped all of it. Now, by you going to Damian Wayne, you're basically saying that we're going to get a grown Dick Grayson, a Barbara Gordon, and a Tim Drake as Red Hood. So that's what I'm seeing from this. And are you going to introduce Clayface into the Bat family? Because y'all remember, Clayface is a part of the Bat family. Remember, Clayface became part of the Bat family. So are they going to introduce Clayface? That's what I want to know.
Great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite.
But this is a good comic book. If you haven't read it, go read the Brave and the Bold comic. This is a great comic book. Very done well, storytelling, illustration on point. Make sure you check it out. Paradise is a prequel series, so they are giving us origin story of Wonder Woman. So you are correct, HD. I do not want that be exactly. Why do we need to see the origin of, if you're not going to have, that's right, Nicholas, my bad. Jason Todd is Red Hood. My apologies, Nick. I don't know why I messed that up. But yes, thanks for correcting me, Nick. Jason Todd is Red Hood. Yeah, LB, Clayface is a part of the Bat family. Yes, he's a part of it.
He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is...
Okay, now I'm cool with that. If you're going to introduce the Bat family, I am cool. You could bring that in. You could bring that in right now. I would love to see that. If that introduces and set up the Bat family, I am all for it. But if you're not going to do it, I'm going to be mad. I love that they skipping all that shit because we have seen Batman and Robin way too many times where we never got Red Hood. And exactly, Christian. That's what I want to see. I want to see Nightwing and Red Hood. I don't want to see all that. We know who Robin is. We know Dick Grayson. We know Jason Todd, we know them. We want to see them older now. Okay, so the Bat family's established. I missed that when he said that. Yeah, he said it's going to establish the Bat family.
There's a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes.
Now, Booster Gold, I don't know that much about Booster Gold. I heard of him, but I don't know that much about Booster Gold. I think Nick and Christian, y'all gonna have to tell me because I'm lost. I remember him, but I'm not real familiar with him. Let's see. Yeah, that's great because, yeah, we never even got Nightwing movie to tease that with the Dark Knight. Facts, LB, I agree. We need a Nightwing movie ASAP. Yeah, that's great because skip to that shit. We do not need an origin Batman. We already got that. Clayface was teased in the animated Batman series. They just didn't go over it as much, but they teased it. Yeah, facts, Christian. I'm cool with Booster Gold. That's going to be great. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's from the future. Okay, I'm looking at it now. Booster Gold, he is initially depicted as a glory-seeking showboat from the future, staging high publicity heroics through his knowledge of historical events and futuristic technology Carter develops over the course of his publication history and through personal tragedies to become a hero weighed down by his reputation. Okay. I'm gonna love watching this then. Yeah, he was on Smallville. You're right. That's where I remember him from. That too. So Booster Gold is going to be a TV live action show, which I believe will be great.
He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Right.
We're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film.
Okay, cool.
Superman is a guy who is sent.
Now, this is the one. This is what I want to see. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, because this storyline is kind of dark. It's kind of jading. That's what I wanted to see. I didn't want to see the typical Supergirl movie.
Science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents. Whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. I want to see Supergirl, and I want to see Swamp Thing. Yeah, the Swamp Thing.
Dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something.
With Supergirl, that could be really good or really bad. I think it could be good because she gonna be screwed up in the head.
The creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true.
Oh, he gonna be like the vigilante? Okay.
Give you something different than you've ever ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
Shout out to James Gunn. James Gunn finally gave us something. Everybody been killing James Gunn. LB wanted to shoot. LB wanted to shoot James Gunn. LB said, "Look, man, HD, man, I ain't sure about this guy here, man." Man. Man, boy, I remember that. LB wanted to choke the hell out that dude. But which one are you guys most anticipating? Which one are y'all most anticipating? I can't wait till I want to see that Supergirl, and I want to see that oh yeah, I saw that, Christian. Yeah, Batman 2. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for it. It is going to be awesome. I saw that too, Christian. Thanks for telling everybody in the chat. For real though. For real. We needed that to be said. Yeah, those got canceled, LB. They been canceled that. They canceled Titans, Doom Patrol, all of that. They canceled that. All that's gone. What's up, Felton? Yeah, the Batman Brave and the Bold, Swamp Thing, and the Superwoman. Oh, the Lanterns. I want to see the Lanterns. Now that's going to be that's going to dictate what's going to be great or not. The Lanterns is going to be great. Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. And I told everybody, you can't do the Lanterns without Hal Jordan. He has to be in it. So now you're going to have him, Jon Stewart. It's perfect. Everybody gets what they want. I wanted Jon Stewart. I wanted Hal Jordan. And I thought they were going to bring Hal Jordan in. And they were going to lead Hal Jordan into Jon Stewart. But this is even better. This is even better, guys. We got Hal Jordan with Jon Stewart. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Dark side. Yeah. Now, Shazam, if Shazam does well, then we might get what we want to get from the get-go. Is that Shazam, Superman, and Black Adam, we might get that. Now, the show about the pre-Wonder Woman show, I do not want to see that. I think that's a waste of time. The Batman movie and Green Lantern movie are the most important films that have to be done right. Right. Yeah, but you got to get Superman correctly too. If you don't get Superman corrected, it's going to be messed up. We got to have a great Superman film. We got to have a great I'm not worried about Batman. Batman's going to be good. The Lantern's going to be good. The ones that I worry about is Superman. Right, Nick, I agree. Yeah, the Authority. Don't nobody want to see the Authority. And in the first one, what was it? The Commanders, the Commandos. What was the name of that group, Nick? What was the first one he led off with? The Commandos or something, whatever their name is. I don't want to see that either. I don't want to see that. Yeah, the command. Yeah, I don't want to see that shit. The command. I don't want to see that. Yeah, Flashpoint and Blue Beetle. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be real interesting. Yeah, the Creature Commandos, right. I hope Aquaman movie be good. I hope Aquaman 2 is good as well. Oh yeah, that Amanda Waller show, that show finna be awesome. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see how Waller's show does. I know it's gonna be crazy. I know it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how. So I don't even understand that. It's crazy. I don't know how Blue Beetle does, man. Blue Beetle, I was like, Blue Beetle? What the hell? Right, chapter 1 is Gods and Monsters. Correct, Felton. Yeah, Batman Beyond. Well, I think they're gonna bring Batman Beyond like the next phase after all of this stuff, Christian. So I think they're gonna do that. I don't know, LB. They didn't say. Yeah, Blue Beetle was good in Young Justice. I agree. Well, Malik said he was that Blue Beetle was good in Young Justice. We'll see. Oh, they're doing the Latino one? Okay. Oh, they got a Latino guy. That's the Latino care. The pics of the mantle, Young Justice, the blue. I don't know, man. I've been wanting to see the Young Justice. I mean, not Young Justice, but I've been wanting to see Static Shock forever. What's my thoughts on Authority? I mean, from the way they talk about it, it sounds like the Eternals. Like I gotta look more into them on Felton. I don't really want to see it. I'm not really gun ho about the Authority. The what's it called? The Creature Commandos and Authority. I thought they could have done without. You could throw that to the side. We don't really need that. So you know what I'm saying? We don't really need that at all. And then what's the other one? Um the Wonder Woman prequel. I don't want to see that shit. Like the only reason I would watch it is if you have Wonder Woman in it and you're building it up to bring her in. But if you're doing a thing before her, it's like why? It's like why? Why are we wasting our time? Right. They're coming out with a John Constantine too. I think Keanu Reeves confirmed it. They're coming out with a Constantine too. He said, "Who wants to see her become Wonder Woman?" Yeah, the Authority is like Eternals. That's what it sounds like. Personally, if you think about it, Christian, the Authority sound just like the Eternals, bro. Like it sound exactly like the Eternals. You want Matt Ryan to be John Constantine, not Keanu Reeves. Well, we'll see. Yeah, Booster Gold, Christian and everybody remind me of who he was. Yeah, Booster Gold gonna be fine. James Gunn's gonna do that definitely correct. That was my dude, Robert Pack. Beast. No, I didn't hear that. I gotta listen to it. I never heard that, LB. I don't think we can add the Watchmen in this one, Christian, but I don't want to see another origin story of Watchmen. Watchmen was good. They could just introduce them in the new concepts because I think the Watchmen are in the new 52. Adam Driver will be Doom. Okay. What's up, Mello? I don't know about the show. I mean, people told me it was okay. Yeah, Superman is coming out in July 2025. Correct. That is absolutely correct. They probably don't have it done yet, Christian. Facts, Nicholas. DC Doomsday Clock had Dr. Manhattan as an essential character in that comic. that was used to basically reboot the DC universe from the New 52 to Rebirth in DC. Yep, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Me too, Malik. Me too. Yeah, that's true. Teen Titans should be. Well, Damian Wayne is Bruce Wayne and a Talia Ra's al Ghul's son. So he basically grew up differently. He grew up in the League of Shadows, doing a lot of spy stuff and that. Batman basically brought him in and taught him a different way how to do things. But that series is going to set up the Bat family. So that's why they're doing it that way. So we're most likely going to get Nightwing, Red Hood, and Batgirl, and the other Robin. Fantastic Four is coming out February 2025. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hawk Girl coming too, LB. I forgot what she's coming. I think she's gonna make a special appearance in one of these upcoming movies. Hawk Girl's gonna show up. But they are introducing Hawk Girl. Yeah, Mello. What's up, LaShawn, man? Chilling. Going over what James Gunn said. The woman in Batwing that was a part of Bat Family. I forgot about her. I gotta look her up. I forgot about her, LB. I gotta look her up. No, The Rock is not with DC. No, The Rock is not with DC, Felton. Not at all. Him and James Gunn didn't see eye to eye. He didn't see eye to eye with David Zasloff, and they terminated. He's gone. What was Gunn plan? Well, Gunn plan is he's going to bring in a show. He's gonna bring in a show called the Creature Commandos. That's kind of mid. He's gonna bring the Lanterns, which is going to feature Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. The Lanterns is gonna be a TV show. He introduced us to the Authority, some group named the Authority. They're nothing but the Eternals. That's all they are. And then you got the Brave and the Bold, which is going to introduce us to Batman and his son Damian Wayne, and it's going to introduce us to the Bat family, LaShawn. That's going to be a movie. They're also going to do a show about Wonder Woman's origins to show you where she came from, how they got to where Wonder Woman basically is going to show us Wonder Woman before she be like Wonder Woman. It's going to show us how she became what she was through the teachings of what they do. If that makes any sense. We're getting the Superman movie. It's called Superman Legacy. We're getting the Superwoman movie, which her movie is going to be very dark and jaded. We're also going to get an Amanda Waller show. That's going to be interesting. We're gonna get the Blue Beetle. All right, who else? Oh, we're getting this other character named Gold or Blue Gold or whatever his name is. He basically came from the future to go back in time to get the fame and stuff, to be a superhero. He's doing the Swamp Thing. The Swamp Thing is getting its own movie. It's gonna be dark too. So that's basically it. Are they doing Warhammer 40K? Okay. Yeah, Swap Thing. Yep. Yep, Stevie No Wonder. That's gonna be my shite. I think he started casting. He just hasn't put it out there yet who he's gonna select to be who. But he did say the Flash movie is going to reset the whole DCU. That's what he said. Right. He wants a young actor to play Superman so he could control room and he can't play nothing else but Superman. Yep, that's facts. You are absolutely correct, LB. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree on that. I used to have 8 balls in my 8 ball jackets, not dog legs coops like Luke and Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know, dog. I'm not sold on Blue Beetle. We'll see. I might be wrong, but I'm not sold on Blue Beetle. But you got a lot of people pissed off. It's a lot of people pissed off. Okay, bet. Yeah, Red Hood movie would be flame. The Henry Army is strong, so James Gunn, Daryl Pig a good Superman because this can make or break the universe. Joker's coming out next year, bet. I've never heard of the Blue Beetle. You never heard of the Blue Beetle, Ryan? You better go look up the Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was mostly with Young Justice. I hope it's the scientist. But Christian said it's gonna be the Latino LB. That's what he said to me. He said one more mess up DC or James Gunn. I might go to Marvel. Marvel's straight though. Marvel got a good slate coming this year. You got Quantumania, you got Secret Wars or Secret Invasion, whatever you call it. Think Secret Invasion. Marvel gonna be straight this year. I agree, LB. Oh, because of Young Justice, you prefer the Latino kid? We'll see. I just want a good movie. Just give me a good movie. That's all I want. Just give me a good movie. Yeah, the Latino Blue Beetle's Young Justice. Correct. Fans still mad at James Gunn? What they mad at James Gunn about, Felton? What they mad at James Gunn about? They always mad. You gotta understand. They always mad. They always pissed off. Mello said he care about Thor. Everybody else I could care less about. Marvel, my favorite character was Mr. Sinister. I always wanted a Mr. Sinister movie. That was my guy. It's not that they're mad, they're just concerned because there's some good things, and this is some things like, why are we getting this? Yep. I am one of the people who are like, why do we need a creature commando? Why do we need an authority? And why the hell do we need a damn, what's the name of it? The Wonder Woman Island shit. I don't want to see that shit. It's a waste of time. Who's going to be Justice League first villain? Well, what they're trying to do, Malik, is they're trying to make Amanda, not Adam, but Amanda Waller, they're trying to make her a villain, but then they're trying to lead everything, I believe, up to Darkseid at the end of the day. She's just going to be the local villain, and then there's going to be a villain to come behind her. I can't think of the villain's name. Right, that's what I think. What's up, Dion? Shoot, he almost said it during a Vikings game back in it was the Vikings and Cowboys, I think last year, the year before last. He almost said it in that game. He almost said the N-word. Why Bengal fans ain't talking about Joe Burrow's 2 picks? Because they're not talking about it because they're sore losers. The Bengals are talking all that cash to the Ravens, right? But when it happens to them, they can't take it. All the Bengals do is cry. They're a bunch of crybabies. All they do is cry. All they do is cry. It's not our fault that your dumbass coach stopped running the ball. It's not our fault that your receivers let the cornerback get inside on them to pick the ball off. Then they're saying, well, 3rd and 9. How did they get 3 times to go 3rd and 9? Because the league behind the cheese. Duh. So what? You could beat them. Y'all could have beat the fix. But you know what happened? Your coach cost you the game. They cost you the game. Your coach did. Cost them the game. But yeah, I am with LB. I am with LB. I am with LB on why the hell are we getting some of these shows? Like, why are you giving us some of these shows, man? I don't want to see no damn creature commando or no authority. I deal with enough authority a day trying to dodge the damn cops. Talking about authority. That name sound like a police officer came up with it. Right. Yeah. Why you couldn't give us steel? You could have gave us steel. They could have gave us steel. Yeah, Zantana. Zantana would have been straight. It's like, what are we doing? Telling you. But shout out to James Gunn. Hopefully, everything go according to plan. Hopefully, everything goes according to plan. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Fact, she got to be the perfect brunette to play her. Yeah, she got to be a 20 piece. I agree, LB. 30 piece if you ask me. But I'm going to holler at y'all boys, man. Thanks for coming by. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm out. Deezy.